Разрешите нам начать. Мы постараемся сделать нашу презентацию достаточно оперативно. Нас здесь несколько человек, кто будет презентовать, начиная с заведующего кафедрой мировой экономики, который представит наш факультет. Сергей Феликсович, пожалуйста.
Уважаемые господа, добрый день. Я постараюсь максимально кратко. Мы, собственно, проводим здесь презентацию программ, реализуемых рядом факультетов общественных наук Санкт-Петербургского государственного университета. И поскольку мы находимся на экономическом факультете, то начнем с этих программ. Отвечает за их реализацию кафедра мировой экономики. Я имею честь быть заведующим этой кафедрой. Вот, собственно, у нас 3 программы, и о каждой из них мои коллеги, непосредственно курирующие эти программы, расскажут, а потом мы предоставим слово коллегам с других факультетов, которые о своих программах тоже расскажут. Ну и, конечно, если возникнут вопросы, будем рады на них ответить.
Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olga Trofimenko, and I'm happy to present an MA program, one of the MA programs that St. Petersburg State University today has at the Faculty of Economics. It is International Trading System. So the goal of the program is to train highly qualified experts in international trade and trade policy analysis. So the idea is that those who are interested in international trade policy development, in international economics, of course, in international law, would come to our program and receive additional knowledge that would allow them to build their career in trade law and trade policy development. So the idea is that our students study peculiarities of the international trading system and various tools for efficient trade policy development and implementation. And the key focus, the main focus of our program is on leading international economic organizations, and first of all, the World Trade Organization. Regardless today's crisis of this international institution, it is still one of the most important multilateral bodies regulating international trade in goods, services, and many other issues. So we definitely pay attention to the activities of this organization. So if we are talking about fields of study, it's of course not only intergovernmental level, but also company level. We are talking about international business strategies, so how companies can use the instruments that we are discussing in order to be more successful on the international arena. We study in details international markets of goods and services and capital. We are talking about international trade in goods, services, intellectual property rights. Of course, we analyze in details trade policies of various countries, especially key leading economies. We are talking about global governments, regional economic integration, and of course, foreign direct investments and activities of transnational corporations. Why you should choose our program? We use a lot of unique academic courses that were developed especially for this program. We use all kind of modern educational techniques, including simulation games and interactive teaching methods. We invite on the regular basis state officials, independent experts, and representatives of leading international economic organizations. If we are talking about possible career opportunities, some of our alumni successfully work for international economic organizations, also located in Geneva, in some other countries. Definitely, governments of all levels are happy to see our graduates. Strategic departments of big companies, banks were also employing our alumni, consulting companies, and of course think tanks and universities, because our graduates can undertake research in the field of trade policy and trade policy development. Here I would like to present just to give you a short introduction of our department, the World Economy Department of St. Petersburg State University. So we are basically in charge of this program. Of course, our colleagues from other departments of the Faculty of Economics help us to deliver the program. And I already mentioned our status as a WTO chair program, and we were the only WTO chair at post-Soviet state. Only recently, there was another chair that appeared on the post-Soviet state, is a chair from Uzbekistan. So now we are just two. Our department is a winner of the competition in 2011. So we got the status Best Economic Department. And we are undertaking research activities in the various fields. Our publications exist in Russian in Russia and abroad, in various languages, of course, mainly in Russian and in English, but also in Chinese, in Spanish. And here you see the title of one of our books that was published in London, and it is devoted to Russian trade policy. If we are talking about some personalities, I'm happy to introduce to you the head of department, Professor Sergei Sutyrin, who is a professor, the head of the WTO Chairs project. He also used to be head of Jean Monnet European Module project that we had for 3 years at our department. So he is a member of editorial boards of various academic journals, and you see another example of the book where he was one of the editors. If we're talking about his research interests, it's the global governments, Russia's external economic relations. Well, this is me. I'm associate professor of the department. I manage the WTO Chairs program. I also manage Jean Monnet European Module. My research interests are global governments, international dispute settlement, and foreign direct investments. And I'm also in charge of this international trading system master program. Another colleague of mine is Associate Professor Alexandra Koval. She headed the Marie Curie project at St. Petersburg State University. Her research interests are in Latin America and economic links between Latin America and Russia. Professor Nikita Lomagin is one of the leading specialists in international economic organizations, energy security, and theories of international relations and Russia's external policy. Professor Alexander Pogorletsky is dealing with international taxation, international tax planning, and international management. So he is one of the greatest specialists in this field. Associate Professor Lyudmila Popova looks at the economy of China and other East Asian countries. Associate Professor Vladimir Sherov-Ignatiev has among his research interests international economic integration. So these are not all people that are involved into the delivery of the program, but I hope you understand that research interest and the scope of our interest is quite widespread, and we are dealing with many interesting issues. If you would like to study, so here I just would like to pay attention to the first year program or first year curriculum of the program. Regardless, actually, any master program at the Faculty of Economics, you would definitely study research activities, macroeconomics, econometrics, and research methods. So in this sense, our program is not unique, but these are basic disciplines that are necessary for all master programs at the Faculty of Economics. But later on, if we come to the electives, you see courses like key issues of European integration, international trade, modern trends, methods of analysis. So here you see already a certain level of specialization. If we are talking about the second semester, the third semester, so you will have courses deliberately developed for our MA program. For example, theory and practice of international economic relations, theories of international relations and trade policy analysis, the big course international trading system, or commercial diplomacy, and many other courses that actually aim at achieving the key goal that was announced to train high qualified specialists in international trade and trade policy analysis. So I stop here. Thank you very much for your attention.
Dear students, dear applicants, good afternoon. I am Lyudmila Popova, Associate Professor, Department of World Economy, St. Petersburg State University, and also I am Program Manager. Let me introduce the Master Program Russia and China in International Finance and Trade. The program is taught in English. The duration of study is 2 years. The area of study is economics. Actually, the program is new. It was launched last fall in 2021, and it aims at studying financial markets and trade policy of Russia and China, and also developments of the two countries in international finance and trading system. The program is of high relevance as it reflects the processes taking place in the world economy and international relations. The rise of China has a significant impact on the international trading and financial systems, and this leads to their reconfiguration. For Russia, China is key economic partner, and we expect its importance will increase in the future. Both countries are important members of the BRICS and Shanghai Cooperation Organization. In international trade, Russia and China adhere to principles of free trade and mutually beneficial exchange. And in general, the countries are promoting the rules of international trade and financial system, which are more in line with modern realities, modern trends, and reflect the interests of emerging economies. So, and there is still a shortage of qualified specialists in the field of trade policy of China and Russia and financial markets. So the purpose of our program is to train qualified specialists with theoretical knowledge and practical skills in the field of financial and trade policy of Russia and China, and also professionals familiar with new financial instruments and digital technologies of both Russia and China, and professionals who can develop bilateral economic and financial cooperation between our countries at both interstate and business levels. And a few words about our target audience. So the program is aimed at bachelors and specialists in economics and finance. But we also welcome bachelors from other humanitarian and social departments interested in studying trade and financial policy of Russia and China and vision to work in this field. And also we welcome employees of organizations and companies specializing in the field of finance and foreign economic activity. And I should say that our classes are organized in such a way as to allow you to combine work and study. The program Russia and China in International Finance and Trade is the only program of this specialization in Russia, which makes it unique. Students learn issues related to the economy, trade policy, financial markets, and financial technologies of the two countries. And particular attention is paid to doing business in Russia and China, as well as transport logistics. The program also provides an opportunity to improve professional skills in English and Chinese. For foreign students, we arrange a Russian language course. And in addition, the program provides an opportunity of internships in China or in Russia. So on the following slides, you can see basic and professional courses that are taught in the program. Actually, there is a wide area of professional disciplines with a focus on Chinese and Russian financial markets and trade policy. And students can choose from a list of these disciplines to develop a specific trajectory in either trade policy or finance. And as I said, in addition, our program provides an option to start or continue learning Chinese, and Chinese language is taught by the best specialist from Department of Chinese Studies of St. Petersburg State University. In addition to regular classes, there are guest lectures. Guest lectures are held as part of the program. We invite leading Chinese professors to give lectures or to hold seminars. We also encourage our students to conduct research, participate in conferences and other activities, to publish their articles. And what is more, our faculty has a student scientific society with a focus on Chinese economy. So students can participate in this activity on a voluntary basis. The program is implemented by the staff of the two departments of our faculty, namely the Department of World Economy and Department of Finance. And accordingly, we have the program has two academic supervisors. They are outstanding Russian professors. The first one is Professor Sergei Sutyrin, and also another coordinator, another supervisor of the program is Professor Viktor Ivanov. So actually, the teaching staff has strong competences in the field of finance and trade policy, including finance and trade policy of Russia and China. This is confirmed by publications on relevant topics in Russia and abroad, and also faculty members involved. They have expertise in the field of Chinese economy, as faculty members are involved in the undergraduate program in Chinese economy. And certainly we work closely with our Chinese colleagues in China. Our program is supported by well-known Chinese professors and academicians. Among them, there is Liu Shouyin, Professor Liu Shouyin, who is the Dean of the Institute of Economics from Renmin University of China, and also Guan Xuelin, professor from the same university. During their study, students can participate in student exchange programs with our partner universities, and primarily with leading universities, with top universities of China. And among those universities, we have close contacts, first of all, with People's University of China or Renmin University of China. The next one is Fudan University, which is located in Shanghai. And one more university, this is Tsinghua University. And during their study at the program, students acquire skills and knowledge in areas such as trade policy and trade policy priorities of Russia and China. They acquire knowledge about financial system and individual financial markets of Russia and China. They acquire skills to use financial instruments of the two countries, and also ability to make decisions in the field of trade and financial policy, and also ability to develop strategies for promoting goods and services in the markets of Russia and China. So we, as I said, we organize internships in Chinese and Russian companies and organizations. And upon completion of the program, graduates can find employment in different companies focused in their activity on China or Russia. But also graduates can work for government agencies, international organizations, or academic and research institutions. Demand for such specialists is high, and we expect it to grow further. To sum up, I would say that the activities, the future employment of our graduates could be related to finance, international and bilateral trade, foreign trade and trade policy making, marketing, international investments, and transport logistics. So, if you need more information about the program Russia and China International Trade and Finance and Trade, you can find this information on official website of St. Petersburg State University. We will be glad to see you on our program and wish you good luck.
Dear all, my name is Olga Nikiforova. I am the scientific supervisor and the head of the master program Studies in European Societies. Studies in European Societies is a master program which is fully taught in English. It is a program of St. Petersburg State University run at the Department of Sociology. It was organized and developed in partnership with Bielefeld University and the Center of German and European Studies in St. Petersburg State University and Bielefeld University, supported by German Academic Exchange Service. Studies in European Societies is focused on social, political, economic, and cultural dimensions of the European societies, being analyzed from comparative perspective in the framework of social science. So we can say that studies in European societies is an interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary master program. So it gives possibility to conduct multidisciplinary comparative studies, discovering the Russian and European and international space using English language and the methodology of sociology. There are highly qualified international teachers from St. Petersburg State University, from foreign universities. Our teachers usually come from European universities, and nowadays there are a lot of possibilities for students and teachers all around the world who follow exchange programs and also who enter our program for full-time period of study. Also, there are numerous opportunities for getting involved in the international professional and academic networks available in different projects such as project of migration research. Migration is a traditional topic for our program, and students all around the world conduct research on this topic. And of course, there are another topics for master thesis, for scientific interest of our students and teachers who participate at our program. Of course, there are a lot of possibilities to learn more about St. Petersburg, about Russian culture. And in that case, our program actually is aimed at studying Russian culture and Russian language in St. Petersburg State University. And of course, our foreign students, they also provide comparative studies in the context of intercultural communication and corporate culture, which is also one of the main interesting topics for our students. I would like to share the screen with the page of our website of St. Petersburg State University, where you can see main courses which we teach at our program, and you see that there are really different features and different studies we provide at our master program. There are courses from the sphere of economics, sociology, culture, history, and even if you don't have sociological academic background from your bachelor diploma, we provide courses with sociological theories and with history of sociology at our first year semesters. So you will be able to get involved in sociological traditions. As you see, we focus on effective professional communication, labor markets, modes of production and consumption. And nowadays we gathered a lot of interesting cases for studying sociology and for providing sociological research on different topics. And in that case, we also give the methodology of comparative research. So students can provide their research based on the cases we gathered from European countries, and can provide the research comparing, for example, European countries with Asian countries, African countries with Russia, and so on and so forth. And so we actually, in that case, can develop sociological research and studies on the topics we present at our program. Of course, there are a lot of opportunities for our students, and usually students who graduate from our program, they work at Russian and international companies, in non-profit organizations, as sociologists, as marketer, as people who are doing public communication and who provide and who develop the educational career and academic and of course mass media policy and so on and so forth. And of course we develop and we continue developing our partnership with foreign universities, and in that case we are supported by St. Petersburg State University, and we have a lot of resources like libraries, like resource centers where we can do our research and gather data for our analysis. Also, of course, our international department helps us to develop our partnership and to develop our community. And you are very welcome to our program. And if you have any questions, please, you can write to our international admission office or just follow our web page and ask questions directly to the head of MA program, and we will answer, and we are looking forward to meet you as students at our master program. Thank you very much for your attention.
Dear all, I'd like to present to you a new master's program in political science, Russia and China in global politics. Under the influence of globalization, the world is experiencing complex processes of struggle for global leadership, the formation of new integration spaces that are becoming the most important centers of political, economic, military, and ideological influence in the world. In the situation of the increasing intensity and diversity of relations between Russia and China, the comparison and analysis of the two countries' positions on the global challenges of our time, ways and methods of reforming international institutions, and enhancing the competitiveness of the two countries on the world arena will improve the level of mutual understanding and effective cooperation of Russia and China. Expanding cooperation within the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, the BRICS, and the Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia, the search for new formats in the face of mounting global challenges and threats require a more profound understanding of what is happening in the world from the point of view of Russian interests, identify problem points in their interaction with each other, ways of overcoming of arising contradictions, prospects of its development. Training specialists who can solve such problems is the goal of our master's program. Thanks to the program, you will develop or extend your knowledge and understanding of key approaches to the political science study of modern China and Russian global politics, research methods, strategies, and ethics that will be of relevance to the political science study of China and Russia in global politics. Critical analysis of sources and ability to present findings effectively, both verbally and in sustained writing framing, and executing a workable research topic, interdisciplinary research and its potential. The program consists of lectures, seminars, and class discussions, individual reading engagement and study to broaden and deepen your knowledge of the chosen field. Help of a given mentor, supervisor, who will guide you through your working process on the chosen research project, matching your specific interests. To give you a better understanding of our program, I'll mention only some of its courses. Global Governance in the Modern World, Political Culture and Social Consciousness in Russia and China, Comparative Analysis. Comparative analysis of the People's Republic of China and the Russian Federation political systems. Global challenges of our time. Russia and China in global economy. Regional conflicts under globalization. The role of the Russian Federation and People's Republic of China. Russian-Chinese economic cooperation. Foreign policy strategies in the context of modern geopolitics. Russian Federation and the People's Republic of China in international organizations. Migration processes in Russia and China. Global leadership in the age of digital economy. Democracy and human rights in the context of political reforms in the Russian Federation and People's Republic of China. International integration as a global process, Russia's and China's choices. As you can see, this master program is in fact an interdisciplinary one, since the analysis of the processes in Russia and China, their impact on the overall situation in the world, requires an understanding of the interrelatedness of the political, social, and economic aspects of existing problems and their reflection in political and legal spheres. So, the courses will be delivered not only by leading specialists of the Faculty of Political Science, but also representatives of the faculties of economics and sociology. Alongside with Russian academics, sinology experts from the Russian Federation universities, the Consulate General of China in St. Petersburg representatives, the Confucius Institute, the Chinese Business Center, and the Russian Chinese Cultural Center specialists will also participate in the process of the program implementation and evaluation of its results. Naturally, you can say, it's really interesting, but what about future? There are 4 possible graduate destinations. Path 1 is to move on to further academic study in China in order to further enhance their language and cultural skills at leading universities, or by pursuing doctoral study in key disciplines, either here in Russia, candidate of sciences degree, or at other top-ranked universities worldwide, PhD degree. Pathway 2 is to start your career at one of the government and public service agencies as an expert analyst, a consultant. Path 3 is to start working in one of the major private sector firms in industry or finance, commercial research agencies, and international consulting. Path 4, mass media, broadcast, print, and digital. In this sphere, there is a stable growing interest in specialists who do really understand what they're writing about. And there is no doubt that the topic of Russia and China and global politics will remain in future at the very top of the political agenda. Now, a few words about the entry requirements. As a minimum, applicants should hold the equivalent of a first-class undergraduate degree, bachelor or specialist, in any subject or discipline, although preference may be given to candidates who have studied previously in either the social sciences, the humanities, or the international relations. Other qualifications, evidence of excellence, and relevant experience may be an advantage. For example, research or working experience in China or Greater China, some familiarity with Chinese language, research assistance or related working experience in universities, think tanks, non-governmental organizations, the media, and other agencies. Publications, if available. participation in conferences in the area of specialization of the educational program, participation in a research project in the area of specialization of the educational program. As the working language of our program is English, you are to prove your proficiency in English at the university's higher level. There are the minimum scores required to meet the university higher level, for example, compared to the level B2 or IELTS academics, 5.5 and over, TOEFL, Cambridge, or some other tests. Any documents confirming that the applicant has been instructed in English during her studies at the previous education level or within the framework of academic internship programs or study placements. I can assure you that your application portfolio will be assessed purely on academic merit and potential according to the published entry requirements for the program. All the details of the application process you will be able to find on the website of our university. So, you are welcome to the master's program, Russia in China in Global Politics. Hope to see you at our university. Thanks for your attention.
Dear colleagues, my name is Olga Anatolievna Ignatieva. I'm Associate Professor in Political Governance Department in the Faculty of Political Science of St. Petersburg State University. Today, we will speak about Master Program Political Governance and Public Policy. Master Program Political Governance and Public Policy is one of the oldest master's programs at the Faculty of Political Science in St. Petersburg State University. It has been implemented since 2012, each time attracting students from all over the world. So in 2019, along with the students from Russia, students from Canada, Netherlands, and Italy were enrolled in the first year of the program. In 2020, students from Baltic countries and China were enrolled in this program despite the coronavirus pandemic. Last year, students from Ireland, Azerbaijan, and Cambodia entered the program. This allows you to get acquainted with the culture of other countries, acquire social capital without even going abroad. The program also allows to participate in the student exchange because St. Petersburg State University has contracts with foreign universities. In connections with the successful and long experience in the implementation of this program, its international accreditation is planned. The program is designed for 2 years and involves teaching in English, which allows you to internationalize the program and promote the exchange of experience, knowledge, education, and technology in the field of global public policy. The program is based on international methodological and practical educational standards aimed to train highly qualified analysts, managers, and political leaders. The curriculum of the program is designed taking into account the teaching of programs in the field of public policy in such leading centers as London School of Economics, Harvard, Stanford, and Darmstadt University. Also, when we developed the disciplines, the experience of foreign analytical centers and international political associations are taken into account. Also, undergraduates can participate in departmental grants and receive support from the university to participate in international academic events such as conferences, forums, summer schools, including conferences under the leading of European Consortium of Political Research, International Public Policy Association, International Political Science Association. The program is designed to prepare highly qualified specialists for government, business, and non-governmental organizations who will have modern skills in formation and analysis of public policy. The program is aimed at improving leadership qualities of graduates for the successful implementation of political administration strategies in the modern world. The program teaches professionals in the field of organizational and managerial activities, expert analytical activities, scientific analytical and research activities. The formation of organizational and managerial skills involves the acquisition of competence in the field of strategic and project management, leadership and communications, the ability to solve complex governance problems and develop solutions in the field of modern policy. The formation of scientific and analytical competencies involves the development of the ability to use quantitative and qualitative methods of public policy analysis, the acquisition of knowledge in the field of evaluation political programs and policies, and research skills for writing policy paper. After finishing the program, you will know principles and technologies of modern public policy and public administration, modern political science technologies, the history and practice of their use in the political and administrative process. You will also have skills for evaluation of effectiveness of public policy, for organizing the political cycle in public policy, for applying quantitative and qualitative methods of research. You will study the basic intellective discipline at our program. We will teach you the basic discipline you can see on the screen. I can mention just some of them. These are theory of public policy, qualitative methods in public policy analysis, quantitative methods in public policy analysis, comparative public policy, macro and microeconomics for public policy, policy evaluation, knowledge management in public policy, Russian public policy. We will study the programming language R and network analysis that make your analytical skills much stronger. The political governance department participates in the scientific grants. Some of them are presented at the screen now. The leader of the research is our chairman, Professor Leonid Vladimirovich Smorgunov. Now you can see the important dates on the screen. From the 1st of July till the 20th of July, you can submit documents offline to participate in the competition. From the 22nd of July to the 6th of August, your portfolio will be checked. On the 8th of August, the result will be published. The 15th of August is the last day for submission of the original documents to the university. For the competition, you need to present a portfolio, a single application for admission, and submit documents digitally via the link that you can see on the screen. Now on the screen, you can see the general quantity of budget and contract places on the program, the minimum necessary score. You can also note that documents for the competition can be given online or offline. The dates for this are on the screen now. You should also write an essay upon one of the topics on the screen. It can be the problem of the state and modern political theory, parties and party system in modern society, political practices of new social movements, the Chinese factor in the world politics, and so on. Here it is some life hacks how you can receive 100 points for your portfolio. As you can see, we assess every part of your portfolio. You can receive, for example, 10 points for motivation letters, and 15 points for participation in research programs, including writing the essay. After finishing our program, you can enter PhD program abroad or in St. Petersburg or Moscow State Universities. You can also join structures of political parties, committee of the government of the Leningrad region and the government of St. Petersburg, analytical divisions and services of banks, marketing companies, insurance and construction companies, municipal authorities. You can also join to leading research and analytical centers. Program graduates can work as analysts, consultants, researchers, advisors, public program managers, state and municipal employees, deputy assistants, JAR specialists, lobbyists, monitoring and evaluation specialists. Now you can see some contact information on the screen that can be useful for you. And this is all for today. We will be glad to see you at our master program, Political Governance and Public Policy, in September.
Hello, my name is Andrei Pavlov. I'm professor at St. Petersburg State University, where I'm chairing this strategic and arms control master studies program, which I would like to present shortly to you today. First of all, I would like to clarify what do we mean by strategic studies and arms control. This program is taught at the School of International Relations. So we put into the center of our focus all military political issues related to the use of military forces, military power in international affairs, as well as issues of international arms control regimes. On this slide, you can see three main domains which are in the focus of our studies. Now, a couple of words about the structure of the program. It consists of four main elements. First, general courses, obligatory for the master students of all master programs, theoretical and methodological studies, etc. Courses on strategy and arms control is a set of courses where we concentrate on specific issues related to the topic of our master program. Elective courses also available for all the students of all master programs at our School of International Relations. Mostly those courses are not related to specifically military strategy or arms control issues. And those courses, they allow to broaden the spectrum of knowledges in international affairs in general. And last but not least, master dissertation is a very important part of this education program. Our students, they start to prepare their master dissertation right after they join the program and work on their individual research projects for 2 academic years during all the period of their studies at our program. Here is the list of specific courses related directly to the topic of our master program. First 2 courses are introductory, which allow the students to get basic knowledges and skills necessary to study contemporary issues in the development of military political situation in the world, armed conflicts, arms control, disarmament, etc. And 3 courses are related to, first of all, these contemporary developments. The knowledges every student will get after successful completion of our master program are listed here. And as you can see from this list, we put together several issues which represent the whole diversity international aspects related to the use of military force and control over military force, technologies, weapons, arms, etc. As you can see, we are trying to study international affairs from several perspectives. First of all, from national perspective, you can see we study key issues in national defense and security policies of various countries, and connect those issues with functioning of international security and arms control regimes, and with the development of military political situation in the world in general. Of course, military strategy and arms control are very complex subjects, so we need to combine basic knowledges of technical, political, and legal aspects of these issues. Special terminology is an essential part of all the studies in this field. Skills. These skills are not just specific in our field. I think the skills are universal. You will be able to use them not only in the field of arms control and strategic studies, but skills like project planning and implementation, research skills and analytical skills are applicable to every field in humanitarian arts and sciences, so they can be used in practice wherever you will work after completion of the master program. Our students, after they successfully graduate from the program, have a variety of choices. They can find some job in governmental structures, in various governmental institutions. Of course, using their research analytical skills, they are welcomed at national and international research and analytical centers. There are many NGOs and international organizations today which in different ways deal with specifically with the issues of arms control, and I'm sure they are interested in hiring people with good knowledges in the field of arms control. And of course media, because today military forces, unfortunately, widely used in international affairs, and for every nation, national military forces, of course, a center of public interest. This is why media need professionals who can cover the related issues in different ways, in specific magazines, but also in general media organizations and structures. This is my contact, so please don't hesitate to send me a message if you will have any questions. I will try to respond as quickly as possible. And thank you for your attention.
Hello, everybody who participate in today's welcome meeting about graduate programs, which is taught in English in St. Petersburg State University. And let me please, introduce to you the program, master program, that deal with international relations, and this program is located and, supervised by St. Petersburg University. I am director of this program and professor of St. Petersburg State University, Tsvetkova Natalia, so like also the head of American Studies Department. So first of all, I must tell you that this program is internationally recognized and accredited by professional academic community who, visited our university several years ago. And it was an interesting process to, to understand that what we are doing are recognized by the people who also teach international relations in American, in European, in Asian, and at the universities of the Middle East. So this is like honor for us to be a part of this international community. So first of all, some details about study plan. And as usual, our study plan is divided into components. So core disciplines, like compulsory disciplines about theories of international relations, about international law. So about all the practices and issues in world politics, which delivered and studied in different universities around the world. And definitely we also have electives. That means that you will have courses about Russian Federation, Russian foreign policy, energy diplomacy, and in other, components and issues. Also, you will study data diplomacy, a lot of analytical practice, and, in other issues that are usually covered by the studies in the area of international relations. So this is like a list of core disciplines in our program. And this is simply to be visible like a list of the registered elective disciplines. More importantly, that so-called Russian component, I mean that, you will know details about Russian policy in different spheres, and definitely this is like advantage of this program. Some of the disciplines included also in both electives and core disciplines. So you will study Russia, but how much you will study Russia or Russian language, it depends on you. It depends on your trajectory, because indeed this program maintains 3 tracks of development of studies and the research activities of the students. First of all, of course, some of the students would be like ordinary students who will proceed with the, the studies, who will study how to make research, who prepare dissertation. Some of the students who understand that they would like to be like researchers, who would like to apply after graduation to PhD studies, definitely will be involved more in more courses devoted to academic activities and research. And the rest of the students, and the practice said that today majority of the students would like to be like officials, to be like, prospective diplomats, to be like analysts and experts for their native government, would be given more courses about, analysis of foreign policy, diplomacy, and international relations. And they are involved in such activities, especially on the level of the internship. For our students, professors who deal with numerous disciplines and teaching activities within the program, we have published specific textbook, which is called like Russia and the World, Understanding, International Relations. This is our introductory book for the students, for the fresh students who are accepted to the program. So main idea that all the professors give the main basics and main ideas about their research to introduce you and maybe to give you orientation among research question and to give you ideas for prospective master dissertation. So main idea, again, students, I must repeat that culmination of your studies, it would be master dissertation, master thesis. So you should start of looking for prospective supervisor and the topic in the beginning of the studies. And this book give you some, ideas what you would like to study. Question number 2, exchange program and internship. Definitely our study plan included, the possibility that you could, leave our university for one of the semester and go to foreign university or international universities around the world. And as usual, at the end of studies, you will, get internship in the local organization, maybe in Russian organization, and definitely there is, no restriction if you would like, for example, would gain some vacancies in United Nations, like most of the students did it, or you will get some specific, work at embassies or consulates. So there is no problem. As usual, students are provided, or they could demonstrate that they already got this internship. Definitely, you know that today Russian Federation developed a lot of scholarship that cover tuition and your academician at our university. So you could get like our own university. So that is called like, budget place. So you will be part of a specific program, and you will not pay tuition and another expenses, and you can get scholarship from our Russian Ministry of Education with some division of Ministry of Foreign Affairs that provided scholarship for international students. So here simply you should find information in the INADA web pages. How you could apply? You need to prepare a special set of the documents. So that means you should prepare documents about your academic achievements, maybe professional achievements. If before, for example, you have participated in conferences, or you have publications, or maybe, you have did some work in some international or regional organizations, would be great. So portfolio means like set of the documents to be evaluated by specific points. So, and here it would be like selection concerning merits. It is open, system of selection. Plus, you will prepare at home essay. So special, let it be called special essay, yes, and all the documents you will upload it in our online system. So you do not need to visit university in advance or before to be accepted. So you will apply virtually. And the most interesting question, where actually our graduate work. So this is like my track. What the context of our alumni give me information about their jobs. So what could I tell you, students? That most of the students graduates go to international regional organizations. Also, that some of the students work like real diplomats, like attaché, like they have another position. Some of the institutes go to international business. Somebody would be like international commentators and journalists. Somebody work for international and, local non-governmental organization. And somebody would be part of expert community to make, analytical papers, expert to give decision, to make decision, and to maybe to provide advice for to making decision on foreign policy and diplomacy. And definitely PhD studies, this is also the track of our students. So this program has specific sites, web pages in social media. You could simply communicate with our students to give more information. And this is my email. You could send me a request, and we will discuss additional details about the program. Now, so dear participants, you are welcome. I hope you will, make a decision about your participation, about applying to our university, and actually good luck with your decision about what kind of master programs would be available, and maybe actually would be a place for your prospective studies here in Russia. Good luck.